Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here for the daily Astro Gravitational Report and Wisdom for you. Look at it there into the charts and love your comments, by the way. Those are great comments. I appreciate it. Some of you actually sharing this type of the inner work that you do, and you're kind of like an example of that. And this is what is important, the people to see an example. If you look at it, the title in there is the intuition is learning what it takes to be an authority, and that is the best part of the feminine side. That is the best thing in there when the feminine understand what authority isn't for. The moon is gonna go to this transitions today. She's gonna be opposing Pluto, and she's gonna be a squaring Chiron. This is gonna be that same road as the sun went in through Leo. Those is gonna be those energies because that was a kind of like the last time the sun and the moon they met. That was at the end of Cancer for it. That was it. The full moon oppositions is in there, and right now we have this new moon in Leo. But that new moon in Leo, which is you're gonna get a video recording for it, for a new moon to a full moon energies, you're gonna be seeing it a lot of growth together. There's a lot of you are gonna be go through this as we speak through these energies. But the overall today, excuse me, today is going to be that learning process. Walking into the path of the king. What does it takes to be a king? What does it takes to take responsibilities? What does it takes to take an actions? What is that? Okay. And then when the moon, it's going to be mid tomorrow with the sun for it. You are going to be learning to appreciate it. And this is going to be the time where the feminine energies, they are understanding the appreciation, the understanding the values of this authority masculine energies, but this is how they are maturing. This is going to be the king and the queen coming in together. This is going to be a very powerful new moon in there that is going to be going on through the issues like every couples, through like everything. It's going to be, that. But the overall energy of the new moon, that is going to be a very, very well. So stay tuned on that. But before that, we have another 24 hours to go to it. Don't create these premature actions today. Wait until tomorrow to see the things, to feel the things, to understand the things. You went through the journey, you went through understanding and the growth. If you're masculine, you understand the masculine parts. If you're the feminine, you understand the feminine parts. But you also understand the counterpart to create a counterbalance. Okay, so that way everything is going to be balancing out. And it doesn't matter what the energies, you have this beautiful, beautiful balance. Okay, so talking about at 7 o'clock energy, the ascendant is going to be with Venus. Love issues, we talk about this. It's kind of like in the front of the menu every day. That is the with this square towards Uranus. It's kind of like the universe said, like, well, right now cannot be together. Right now cannot be doing this. Right now, no, 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 so on. Why? Because Venus needs to be grow. Venus is going to be going through this very powerful wisdoms that it's coming in there. But you're going to see it soon after the full moon. We are going to have another day and a half, and the moon is going to be joining Mercury and Venus. Soon as the moon igniting Mercury, Mercury is going to go retrograde. So the intuition right now there is gonna comes in, is gonna be trigger the stuff after this union with the sun, and then she's gonna go through what? Reevaluating. So both authority, intuitions, love, understanding, wisdom, actions is gonna be time to be reevaluate, regrow. Because if you've been growing in the wrong way, now it's time to grow in the right way. And this is going to be an interesting Mercury retrograde period. I'm going to make some video for that too. So, with that being said, this is what about the 7 o'clock energy is. Here is your 8 o'clock energy. The ascendant goes to a Virgo, squaring Mars with these positions in there. And the midheaven is between Gemini and Taurus. Looking at that energy there, your transitions of sharing. How did you share? How did you care in there? Are you care and share for it? This is gonna be one of the transitions that needs to be done. At the same time, we have a what? We have the true Lilith and the mean Lilith. They're both coming in together in Libra, which is mean that okay, your mean, your truth. We need to be going through this. This is gonna be interesting energies. You may feel like feeling the both toxic and non-toxic energies and so on. You can picture the good, the bad, and there is no good and bad. It's only an energy. It depends on how you transform it. And this is why Pluto is on that transformational processes in there right now. You to be learning how to change one to another for it, but you also to understanding the wisdom that it comes with that. You can't just been telling, oh, this is our authority. You can't just been saying that this. You also have to learn your responsibilities. And that midheaven during at 8 o'clock is going to be very interesting because it's sextiling the moon. It tells the moon here, understanding this. You have unhealed issues, understanding is in that. And you've been resisting this transformation. You've been resisting to accept the authority. And some of you is going to be learning some stuff. All right, so talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 9 o'clock, midheaven is with Jupiter in there. Ascendant, it's going to be at Virgo, opposing Saturn. That is going to be some there's limits of growth that you need to see. Here is that intuition that for some reason, like in that feminine energies, you don't understand why there's certain ways the masculine there are certain things. But now all of a sudden you're going to get this energy. Because the moon is going to go to there. And now this energy is going to be like here, how about the authority? What does it take? And you have to understand this so you can be able to cooperate. It's that what is. Basically, the moon going to visit the home of the sun in there. It's pretty kind of like an interesting energies, but there's going to be a lot of visions, a lot of learning within the subconscious patterns. And that's going to be coming from Neptune trining the moon. All right, so talking about the next hour, the ascendant still is going to be at Virgo. Midheaven is at Gemini. Dualities. Can I do? Can I get? Can I so on and so on? It's coming. It's getting in there. That oppositions to change, that transformation is going to come in. You're not changing. You're not healing. I'm sorry, that's how it goes. And Pluto is going to be putting this pressure, but that ascendant that is at that Virgo is sextiling the moon. There is this beautiful, beautiful kite that it's made between Uranus, Pluto, the ascendant Lilith with the moon. Pretty soon the moon is going to be also sextiling both Liliths in there. And this is the time when you actually seeing it things that you rejected to see. And for the both masculine and feminine energies, you are both going to be understanding what are you failing to see. And that failing to see is going to tell you there is certain things that it's not balanced in there, not balanced within you, not balanced within the family. The midheaven is going to be at the Cancer. If you have family issues, take a look at those family issues. Don't put them underneath the rug. If you have family patterns in there for it, take a look at them. Okay, that doesn't mean I posted one very nice quote in there. If you have problem with the mother in there, doesn't mean that you have to break a relationship and so on. You just have to unlearn what you learned. Okay, that's what this is. You need to unlearn the things, but in order to understand what you need to unlearn, you have to go through it. For some of you, that is a Celestine prophecy for you guys. You can't just be doing out things out there if you have not going personally through it. And some of you understand exactly what I'm trying to tell you. All right, talking about the next hour, this is going to be at noon. That is a 12 o'clock at midday in there. Midheaven is in Cancer with the moon. That is going to be this energy that right now the moon is like, I need to work. I need to get in there. I need to understand what this is. I understood what the sun went through it. I understand this new beginning that I gotta have. I understand how hard was it and their authority to approve something and so on and so on. And also, when you approve something, you take in responsibility, not just saying things. You also have to do things. And I can understand what this is. Now I'm more wise within me. To understand that this is going to be a upgrade of the intuition on a very high level. So it depends where your level of life is. You're going to get upgrades. Okay? If you're following those energies, you're going to get those upgrades because the moon and the midheaven, they're sextiling Uranus, and Uranus is trining with Pluto. So this is how you overcome your oppositions with Pluto. You're seeing it, what the universe has in you. On the other side, though, you have the both Liliths are together. You're seeing it that side within you. Things that you don't like. Do you understand why you don't like? And the things that a society program you not to like it. See, the one Lilith is what you don't like. The other Lilith is what society programmed you not to like it. So by seeing at those things, you're going to be able to find the truth inside of you. And that truth is going to be upgrading that intuition in you. Congratulations, guys, for those who's doing the work. All right, I'm talking about 1 o'clock. This is going to be a preview for you that the authority's been waiting for the intuition to come. Very powerful energy because that new moon is going to be trining the North Node. This is the king and the queen coming together for creating a new beginning for a better future to come. Okay? The moon and the sun, they're not going to have any negative aspects as you see it. This is going to happen in 24 hours from now, as you see it, this report. But I will give you just a little bit of, heads up in there. And that's what it's going to be. Very good with Jupiter and Mars. That is going to be a great energy of growth and actions putting together. That it's going to be leading where? Right in here, in to the North Node. That is it tomorrow. Don't do these premature actions. Wait until tomorrow because there is a lot of divine energies that are going to be in the playground a lot with that. All right, guys. So let me go back here. But now you have to see it, those energies sit in the shadow within the Scorpio. You need to be able to see what you need to heal. And this is a why you may gonna have this negative sides within yourself. But understanding that what is the negative sides coming from? Is that coming from you, what you don't like? And you need to understand why you don't like. Or that was it because somebody told you, hey, you should not like it this, you should not get into this, without their understanding why they're telling you this. You get it? So it's going to be a lot of purging of programming, but you need to understand what the bad programming is. All right, talking about the next hour, the ascendant is going to be with divine energy with Mars and the North Node. Yeah, that is what that energy is going to be trigger for it to the authority. Is like, hey, you need to look that shadow in there. Don't. That's a vulnerability of masculine. Okay, for it. But Mars is going to be to have the courage. Have the courage, because that courage of vulnerability is going to grow. Okay? If you don't have the vulnerability, you don't say the things as the way they are, even if you are like feel a little awkward with yourself, have this uncomfortable kind of like a communication talks, you need to learn it. And this is going to be what the destiny is going to be determining you to create that courage. But that courage is going to be applied for who? For everyone. Okay? For everyone, but it's going to be pointing out to look at it, your authority from within you. All right, talking about the next hour, that's going to be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The midheaven is at Virgo, squaring Mars in there. Do you have that courage? You're liking at that courage. You're liking at that growth. And the divine energies towards the North Node, it's going to be calling. It's like, hey, if you don't have the balls to go and create your future, you're going to be stuck in the past. And now that logic in there that it's going to be coming in for it, may trigger things inside of you. But that's what you're going to be learning. If you don't have the courage, what does it take? And this is why this Mercury is going to go retrograde. It's going to go back to Leo. Get the right courage. Okay? Be that warrior within. But it's going to be a lot of downloads. Let me tell you, the downloads, they're going to be of the chart. Okay? Because Mercury is going to come back. He's going to get this yacht that it's from Pluto and Neptune. It's going to pass it. Then he's going to come back. He's already been through once through this period. So whatever you have not learned in there, or wrongly you learned, you need to go and reevaluate, revise it, rethinking. Just as long as you're not stinking thinking in there. All right, talking about the next hour, 4 o'clock, midheaven. It's still at Virgo opposing Neptune. But you guys know this diagram. You've seen it from before. To it, very powerful, because every problem has its solutions. The main problem currently, communications about love and so on, but every problem has a solution as long as you understand the problem. And that is what is going to be learned, because you're going to need that learning in there. And that learning happens where? Virgo, Pisces. Okay? I have to go and see in my soul so I can change it in the earth. That is it, the personal work, guys. Because right after Virgo, that it comes in the work, relationships with others. All right, talking about the next hour, which is 5 p.m. The ascendant is at Sag. We talked about yesterday about this energy. Midheaven is at Libra. A lot of balance needs to be made. And who can make the balance? Mars, the growth, desire for the growth. Both right now the intuitions, which is the moon, it is not squaring anymore Chiron. She figured out what it needs to be healed from within herself. She's opposing for it Pluto, but she's already been at Leo. She's already on her way to meet the sun. She understands what it takes, and she's kind of like going forward. But take a look at this diagram in here, that the sun, the authority in there, has that beautiful, beautiful energies with pretty much everyone. Okay? And imagine the king and the queen when it comes in with fulfilling their destiny. For some of you, that's what it's going to be. You're going to feel in it. Okay? You're going to feel in it, but that energy is going to be going through, of course. You know, you at the beginning, everything is roses and flowers and everything until the problem comes. And what is going to be the problem? The future. When there's going to be the full moon in there, in Aquarius. Okay? You're going to be seeing that. Okay? That's going to trigger. And also the trigger is going to come in with the new moon at Virgo. That right there is going to put the problems out on the surface. But these problems is gonna be the personal issues that needs to be filled and things that you have not done. But we got another month and there, so on. So stay tuned on that. All right. Talking about 6 p.m., the midheaven, it's at Scorpio, divine energies with Neptune in there. As you see it right now, Venus is with Pluto and the divine energies as well. For it, the ascendant gives this energies, um, energies towards Chiron for it, and learning to heal, learning to love. A lot have been go through it. A lot of improvements has been done. Hi, Stephanie. For you've been on vacations. Has the energies been amazing? The connections with my man has been totally upgraded. Actually, yes, those energies getting upgraded for it, but you have to go through and see what needs to be upgraded. And this is where the power comes in when two couple working together for a common goal. And that is it. Beauty, I'm so happy for you, Stephanie. You've been sharing it, your experience and the messages, and uh, thank you from from the base of the few users who's watching the videos up here and so on. I'll see in the comments from you because you given that example in there. So yes, there's actually is going to be some more upgrades coming. Oh yeah, yeah. You think that it's beautiful? Wait, I don't want to spoil things, but you know what I mean. But I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for the message. All right, where was I? Go back. Go back into the report. All right, talking about 7 o'clock. Work. How many of you want to hear the word inner work? Work. I don't want to work. I want to enjoy some time. Well, you're enjoying by doing the work. Can you have that enjoyment? Can you enjoy that while you're in love with your partner and so on? You can also enjoy. Have fun. Oh, let's solve this. Let's solve that. Oh, this is great. We have a great communications. Hey, you want a beer? Hey, you want a cocktail? Hey, you want a coffee? Let's discuss this. Oh, this is interesting. See, that's different joy in there that I'm talking about. And most people are like, I have to it compared to like, oh, I want to watch my football. I don't want to talk about this. It's only time work, work, work. Tell me this, tell me that. We're talking about work. We're talking about the work that it needs to be done and so on, so on, so on. Or when you're going through the inner work, you need to be joining your inner work. And this is why the Mars and the Sun are pointing out in there. Be with the divine. You're going to get in there. But the data ascendant is going to be telling you, don't repeat the things from the past, bring it into the present because they're going to go to the future. That's what this is. That is it, the T square towards the naught. Okay. So, yeah. So grateful to share. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 8 p.m., the ascendant is going to be close to Pluto. Transformations in order. And who is under fire? Ooh, Venus. Yes, Venus and Mercury right now experiencing those tough communications. If you have so much that you need to work it out right now, it's going to be showing you this. If you're in the lower energies, you're acting in the lower end, you cut off the relationships, you cut off some stuff because you kind of like don't maturing over it. But this is why the intuition is coming. If you've been following the proper energies is maturing you. Okay. And I'm very happy that some of you actually maturing here. And yeah, sorry, Stephanie, to put you on the spot, but it is what it is. The inner work is challenged, but so important and fulfilling. Yes, it is fulfilling because that inner work with couples in there fulfills your personality, fulfills the personality of your partner and fulfills the interdependence, the coming in, the togetherness. It brings the relationship meaningful, purposeful. Yeah, so much more can be talked about. So, all right, talking about 9 o'clock, of course, you need to understand what is limits. You have certain limits. Person have certain limits. Maybe your partner likes this and you don't like that. Well, you don't like that. That is your limit in there. Why you don't like that? Maybe you should try it. Maybe you will like it. This is why this energy of Lilith is gonna comes in and kind of like trigger that stuff within you. Why you don't like the stuff? You're gonna be able to see these limits because when you overpass the limits, that's mean you grow. If you're living on fears, the fears controlling you. But when you're overcoming the fears, guess what? You're growing. You have more courage. You have that growth. And this is why that purpose of this trigger of that midheaven will be. All right, talking about 10 o'clock midheaven, still going to be at Sach, and exactly, I was talking about those Liliths. They're coming together, opposing Neptune. Some of you are refusing to see your dark side. Some of you even don't want to go to the tunnel, going into this gravity pool of the black hole from within your own self, going into your own darkness. Ooh, brrr. I guess what? When you go there, you're gonna come out different. You're gonna come out clean. You're gonna be able to clean patterns inside of you. You're gonna be able to achieve things that you never achieved before. And that's what the storms of life are coming. Okay? But they're coming with what? They're coming to give you these positions of healing the love within you, healing those communications within you, and fulfilling parts. They are connecting with that divine, with that universe that gives you these energies and there. Okay? And appreciate that soul in the body. Okay? That is Uranus and Taurus, guys. Okay? That's what this is. You to understand your purpose of being having the soul experience in the body form. All right. And as we're talking about, this is the next hour at 11 o'clock. As you see it, a lot of divine energies coming from Mars and Jupiter as they coming together. I was talking about this inner work. When you put that inner work within the partners in there, as the divine comes in to it, it's beautiful. Two people under God. Did that sound like a sacred marriage to you? Yes, it is. And this is why that energy is going to come out and it's going to be triggered for tomorrow. Okay? It's going to come in, it's going to show up in the morning. All right? But this is if you put that process in there, if you put that time, effort, and energies of understanding what the authority takes, this responsibility, accountability. Okay? Because it's easy to say something, which is the intuition is giving the knowledge into the authority. Whereas at the same time, it's different to see what does it takes to be that authority. And then that maturity is coming underneath. And it's very powerful. And those who does that, congratulations, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stephanie, thank you so much for your comments. Be love. And I will see you again, guys. Come back tomorrow for another Astro Gravitational report and wisdom for you. Hopefully that helps you in your life. Be love and love your comments. Let me give you some gifts, guys. Soul and body, exactly. See you tomorrow, guys.